The power of forgiveness lies not in freeing the person who wronged you, but in liberating yourself from the chains of resentment. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about Reflective Sunday, the power of forgiveness. Enjoy. Forgiveness is not just about saying the words. It's about releasing the burden of anger, pain, or resentment you carry within. When you understand forgiveness, you realize it's not about excusing harmful behavior or pretending it didn't happen. Instead, it's about freeing yourself from the grip of negative emotions that can weigh you down. Forgiveness allows you to acknowledge the hurt while deciding it no longer has power over your present or future. It's a gift you give yourself, one that offers peace and clarity. Holding on to grudges can cloud your mind and block your ability to focus on the positives in life. When you forgive, you let go of the heavy emotional baggage that only serves to slow you down. This act opens a space within you for healing and growth, fostering a renewed sense of hope and possibility. You may feel that forgiveness makes you vulnerable, but in truth, it strengthens you. It's a powerful affirmation of your ability to choose how you respond to life's challenges. You're no longer bound by the actions of others. Forgiveness restores your emotional energy and allows you to channel it toward what truly matters, your happiness and well-being. When you forgive, you give your mind and body permission to heal. Negative emotions like anger and resentment can create stress that affects your physical health in profound ways. Chronic stress is linked to a range of health issues, from high blood pressure to weakened immunity. Letting go of these emotions can lead to lower stress levels and improved overall health. Forgiveness also brings emotional benefits, such as reducing anxiety and depression. When you stop replaying past hurts, your mind becomes less cluttered, giving you space for peace and positivity. This mental clarity can improve your relationships, as you're more present and less reactive. You start to notice the small joys in life, which can lead to greater happiness. It's not just about how forgiveness impacts you, but how it radiates outward. When you forgive, you create a ripple effect that can inspire others to let go of their own grudges. It fosters a sense of understanding and connection that enriches your interactions with others. As you cultivate forgiveness, you build emotional resilience, enabling you to handle future challenges with grace and strength. Forgiving yourself can often be the hardest form of forgiveness, but it's also the most liberating. You carry the weight of past mistakes, replaying them in your mind and wishing you'd acted differently. This self-critical loop can erode your confidence and self-worth over time. Forgiving yourself allows you to break free from this cycle. When you forgive yourself, you acknowledge your humanity. Mistakes are part of the learning process, and holding yourself accountable doesn't mean punishing yourself indefinitely. By accepting your imperfections, you open the door to growth and self-improvement. You also create a healthier relationship with yourself, one rooted in compassion rather than judgment. It's helpful to remind yourself that you're doing the best you can with the knowledge and tools you have at any given moment. Forgiving yourself isn't about forgetting your mistakes. It's about learning from them and committing to doing better in the future. It's a step towards self-love, which ultimately enhances your ability to love and connect with others. Resentment is like a poison you drink, hoping it will harm someone else, but it only damages you. It's a heavy emotion that takes up space in your heart, leaving little room for joy or connection. Overcoming resentment starts with cultivating compassion. When you try to see a situation from another person's perspective, it can soften your feelings of anger. Compassion doesn't mean you condone someone's actions. It means you recognize their humanity. Everyone has struggles and shortcomings, and sometimes people act out of their own pain or ignorance. By understanding this, you create a mental distance from the hurt they caused, which can make forgiveness easier. As you release resentment, you might notice a lightness in your emotional state. You no longer feel tethered to past wrongs, and this freedom can make room for more positive experiences. Compassion also strengthens your relationships, as it encourages empathy and understanding. When you approach life with compassion, you invite kindness into your world. Forgiveness can be a transformative force in relationships. It has the power to heal wounds and rebuild trust. When you choose to forgive, You're making a conscious decision to prioritize the relationship over the conflict. It's a way of saying that the bond you share is more important than the pain caused by a mistake. In forgiving others, you foster open communication. This doesn't mean sweeping issues under the rug. It means addressing them with honesty and a desire to move forward. It also encourages mutual respect, as forgiveness requires vulnerability and trust. Both parties can grow through this process, strengthening the connection. A forgiving attitude can also inspire the other person to reflect on their actions and make amends. It sets the tone for a relationship built on understanding and resilience. While forgiveness doesn't guarantee a perfect relationship, it lays the foundation for one that can withstand challenges. It's a gift you give not just to the other person, but to the relationship itself. Starting your forgiveness journey can feel overwhelming, but breaking it into small steps makes it manageable. Begin by acknowledging the hurt and allowing yourself to feel the associated emotions. Bottling them up won't help. Processing them will. This step is about giving yourself permission to grieve the wrongs done to you. Next, reflect on what forgiveness means to you. It might help to write down your thoughts, clarifying your intentions and the benefits you hope to gain. Visualization can also be a powerful tool. Picture yourself letting go of the pain, like releasing a balloon into the sky. As you practice forgiveness, remember that it's a process, not a one-time event. You may need to revisit your feelings and reaffirm your decision to forgive. That's okay. Each step you take brings you closer to emotional freedom. Celebrate your progress and remind yourself that forgiveness is an act of strength and self-care. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.